All right, you guys, happy Monday. It is February 17th, our Joy Dynasty Florida Fit coach team call. It's kicking off, and I'm just so excited to have you all here. We do have some announcements that we just want to make sure you guys know about. We've got some recognition that we want to do as well, and then we will get into our call. First and foremost, who is excited for the new Energized flavor? If you didn't hear, they've got mixed berry launching in May. Ashley just got home from our new leader conference where she got to try it out, which I'm super jealous of, and she said it was absolutely delicious. So drop in the comments if you were freaking pumped for mixed berry. Okay, I know I'm excited. I'm all about new Energized flavors because Energized is life. So that's coming out in May. Promo code, you guys. If you're a new coach, they actually just announced that they're going to be giving you promo codes, not just for month 1, but month 2 and month 3 of your business, which is huge. So you get extra promo codes every single month to give to your friends and your family to get $10 off of their starter kit, which is huge, you guys. So make sure as a new coach, you're checking your emails. If for whatever reason you're not getting those, make sure you reach out to coach relations. Go look at the FAQ. It's all in your online office. I just wanted to make sure you guys saw that because I saw that today. Success Club retention, you guys. This is huge. So they're basically whoever you're signing up this month, if next month they continue ordering products, they continue using Shakeology, or they continue using Energize, or they start buying Energize and different products. Basically, you have the opportunity to continue to earn some Success Club points for those people that you are keeping around. That's what retention is all about, right? And it's really important that we are keeping our people on Shakeology, that we're getting them awesome results in their first 30 days so that they want to stay on those products, right? So make sure that you guys go read all of that in your online office. It's under Coach Breaking News. There's a lot more announcements, but I wanted to just point those out because those are really, 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 really important. So make sure that you go check that out, okay? Go read up, go understand it all. Success Club trip opt-ins. I just want to remind you guys to opt in for the Success Club trip. I know that my team has added quite a few new coaches to our team within the last week or two. And I want to make sure that no one misses out on the opportunity to potentially earn that trip and get off the wait list. You have to be registered, you guys, or you have to be on the wait list in order to even get invited. So it doesn't matter if you are helping 50 plus people every month and then you're not on this wait list and you miss out on getting an invite. Okay, so make sure that you opt in. Just because you opt in doesn't mean that you're like having to go on the trip. Like, it's not like you're tied to it, but it's a great way for you to make sure that you're going to get on, potentially get off of it. Okay. I know a lot of my girls and a lot of Jess's girls already got their invites for next year, so we don't want anyone missing out. We want as many people on our teams to come to this this trip with us. Okay, so make sure that you opt in if you have not. This is the website to do so, and make sure you're checking your spam and your trash folders too. I don't know if I think it's every first Friday of the month they're sending invites out. Is that right, Jess? I don't remember. It's in the FAQs on the website. But I don't want anyone missing their invites. So make sure you're checking your spam and your trash folder, because I know that sometimes it gets you guys unmuted. Okay, sorry. Okay. Then we announced this, and you'll get more info on it as we figure it all out. But me and Jess decided that we wanted to do this fun diamond dinner, diamond reception during Summit. We are so pumped for this, you guys. If you've ever been to Summit, and if you've never been, you're gonna realize it is constantly go, 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 go. There's just always something. We're in sessions, we're in super workouts, we're in all the things during this conference. And yes, we get to hang out with our team, but there's never real downtime to really get to hang out as much as we would like to. So we decided to do this diamond reception, diamond dinner at Summit, one of my favorite restaurants in the city. I'm from New Orleans, so Jess was like, can you be in charge of finding a cool fun, delicious place. And I was like, I got you, girlfriend. And this was the first place that I told her about. But basically, it's going to be open to our diamond coaches. You're going to get a credit. We're going to give you guys a $20 credit towards your meal. We're going to have some fun little gifts for you guys. And basically, you do have to be a diamond to get your invite. This is open to anyone in our downlines, you guys. So you have to be a diamond. You have to hold it for 6 weeks. And your last day to start qualification for that is April 30th. I know so many of you are going to Summit, and we don't want you guys not at this with us. We want every single one of you there. We want to see you there. It's going to be so much fun, and it's a good, awesome opportunity for you to like get to mingle and really get to know each other. You know, not during the conference, like during just like some chill downtime, eat some delicious food, relax, get to know each other better. It's just going to be a lot of fun. So trust and believe. You do not want to miss out on this diamond dinner, okay? Make it a non-negotiable to get your butt there. So we just wanted to do some team shout outs. I wanted to shout out Jennifer and Brittany and Nina for hitting emerald within the last week or two. So excited for you guys. Y'all are freaking crushing it. And Jess, you want to do your shout outs?
Yes. I'm so excited. Okay, guys, so we have some new emeralds. We have Brianni. We have Kimberly Does. We have Angela Williams and Jess Ann, all emeralds. Guys, we have Brooke went diamond. She's totally going to be at the Summit Diamond Dinner. And then Diana Talata, and that was Brooke Mickey, by the way. Diana Talata is number 86 in the company. Like, the company, y'all. Like, yeah, I'm so pumped about that. So I just wanted to shout those guys out real quick. And then, guys, I also just wanted to share real quick, Jess, something that just like hit my mind today as I look at these shout outs. Okay. So like, as you guys think about those shout outs, something hit me today, and it was like, are you the leader that you would want? Right? Like, are you the leader that you would want? So something that, I don't know if you guys all know this. I know that Jesse and I and Ashley and Diana and your upline coaches like mentor a lot of you, right? But something that we don't always talk about maybe is like how much we actually push each other. So like literally maybe an hour before this call, Jesse and I were messaging each other about goals for Elite and how to continue to move our business forward, all the time. And I think it's just so important for us to continue to be inspired, not to compare ourselves, but to be inspired by these team shout outs, to look at like these goals that people are hitting, because we always want to continue to grow. We want to continue to be the leader that we want. And so as we continue to hit these benchmarks, as you continue to get recognized, whether that's your jam or not, is so important to continue to move your business forward. And so I just really want to challenge you with that tonight. If you're an emerald coach, guys, get to that diamond reception, get to that diamond dinner. Jesse put all the details in there. Bottom line is, be diamond by April 30th, absolutely no later, and hold it for 6 weeks. Get your booty there, because we want to celebrate you like crazy. But way beyond that, every benchmark that you hit, you can be so proud of, because that is more and more people that you are helping, that are helping more people, that are helping more people, that are helping more people. You see what I'm saying? It's just a ripple effect. So it's one thing to be like, I'm an emerald coach, cool. I'm a diamond coach, cool. No. What does that represent? Like, what does that mean? And something that Jesse and I and our team does, we celebrate you like crazy. We have so much fun. I'm getting ready to go on this retreat to honor Diana for being a premier leader and to honor Brooke for being a new diamond. Like, so excited. But it really is like, that's fun. But what it really comes down to is lives changed. And so never forget that. Never forget why you're doing these goals. But don't just look at these and go, wow, that's cool. Good for them. No. Get there. Get there. You absolutely can. Whether you say you can or whether you say you can't, either way, you are right. Okay, Henry Ford. All right, love you guys. I'm going to hand that back to Jesse, and then we're going to get Megan going, and we're so pumped after after a couple more announcements. Go ahead, Jess.
Yeah. So I just wanted to shout out some of you guys too who are on our Success Club board. Y'all, Success Club, it's helping 3 people a month. You all should be on this board. You all should be in that Success Club 5, Success Club 10 or higher bracket, because you can. We all can help 3 people. And you get cool swag. So make sure that you are making it non-negotiable. If you're sitting with 2 points, 4 points on the board, there is no even if you're sitting at 0, you guys, there should be no reason why you don't lock in Success Club 6, helping 3 people this month. Okay. It is February. There's a statistic that, most people give up on their New Year's resolutions by the middle of February. But the truth is too, that there's more people joining gyms in February than they did in January, because they gave up on a bunch of their New Year's resolutions, but now they're like, okay, I guess I should actually try and do something. So y'all, there's no reason why you can't help people. Okay. So let me see if Megan is on with us. Megan, are you on yet? Yes, I see you on here. So I just don't know where you're at. Where are you at? There you go. Hey, Megan. Okay. I am going to unmute Megan. Oh, can you hear me, Megan?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? All right, y'all, I am so excited. I'm actually going to share my screen again because I have her little graphic that I whipped up real quick to shout her out and introduce her, and then I will hand it over to her. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that she was on. Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that you guys are going to get to hear from Miss Megan tonight. Me and Megan met in Josh Coates' Push Elite group last year. We went to Orlando together for his retreat, and y'all, this chick is legit fire. Like, just listening to her, hearing her story, I was like, okay, you need to come share all your freaking fire-breathing dragon self on our team, because she's just so inspiring. She's a mom of 3. She's a busy wife. She's a former physical therapist assistant who turned full-time coach. She also teaches fitness classes for fun because she just has that passion for health and fitness. She is the founder of Team Level Up. She's a 2-star diamond. Y'all, she's hit Success Club over 70 months in a row. That's like 7 years, right? Like, that's insane. So she obviously knows what it takes to be successful in this business. And she is going to drop all the fire to you guys. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I am going to let her take it away.
All right. Hi, guys. Thanks for having me on. Over 70. I lost count, and I'm not motivated by that. I love the recognition. But it just means that, when you help people, there's a ripple effect, and it affects not only, the accolades and what you get achieved or what you get recognized for, but it also affects your business and that consistency over time. So when I was talking to Jess about what you guys maybe wanted to hear or needed to hear, this might not be anything like extravagant, like it might not be anything you haven't heard before. Hopefully you can take away some golden nuggets, but it might just be something that you need to hear in a different way and from a different person, and maybe just have that little perspective shift. Because anytime that we feel, I don't know, stuck. Oh, first of all, Jess, how long am I supposed to talk? Because we could be here all night long.
30 minutes.
Okay. And then do you want me to leave a little room for Q&A?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Anytime that we feel stuck in this business, I've been a coach for 7 years. So I've been in the business for a very long time. I've seen it all, heard it all, been through it all, and kind of experienced all the, every ebb and flow of 7 years of business, being self-employed. And after a year and a half, almost 2 years, I was able to resign from my full-time job. I had 3 jobs at the time and was able to become a coach full-time. And in those 7 years, there has been a lot of trial and error. There's been a lot of times where I've felt stuck. I have felt, like is this worth it? Is all this time and energy worth it? And is it going to pay off? And is it worth, doing it every single day and taking time away from my family and taking time away from my husband and my, my social life? And I can honestly say after 7 years, anytime that you feel stuck, thankfully and fortunately, it's not this big, huge revelation and like big, huge, reset that you need. Sometimes it's just a little pivot. Sometimes it's just a little shift. Sometimes it's just a little reflection of what you're currently doing now and what you can do going forward, and what's the next right choice, what's the next right step, right? What's the next best step that makes the most sense for your business, and what do you need and what direction do you need to go in? So I'm going to kind of just talk about 4 points. Again, nothing probably extravagant, but hopefully this maybe hits a chord in where you're at with your business currently. So number 1, you have to practice what you preach. I know, want. It's like, really, we know this. But you say you're a coach. You say you're a fitness coach. You say that you want to help people. You say that people need to be in it for the long haul. People need to, when they sign up on a fitness program, you just got to trust the process, and you have to, commit, and you have to give it your all, and see it through for 30 days or whatever your length of your program is, and just trust the process. Yet, as coaches, go to bed. Go into your room now. Mommy. Oh my gosh. Mommy, can you do this? No, Daddy can help you as soon as I'm done. Oh my kids. Okay. You say that you're a coach, and you tell your clients these things, yet you're not practicing what you preach. You're not willing to go all in. You're not willing to use your whole ass in your business. You're not willing to do the follow through every single day and stay consistent. You're not willing to, wake up every day, clock in for yourself, do your workout, drink your Shakeology, do your invites, do your connections, engage with people, follow up, talk to people. You're not willing to do those things for your business, yet you're telling your customers and your clients to do those things for themselves, to do those things for their life, for their health, for their fitness, for their nutrition. So you say you're a coach, and you say that you want to help people and you have a business, but you're not willing to practice what you're preaching to your people, to your customers, because those customers could very well become your next rock star. They could very well become your next diamond coach, your next high volume producer, the next rock star on your team. You have no idea. But when you don't lead from the front and you don't show up for yourself every single day, and show up not just for yourself, but you show up for your business, this no longer becomes just about you when you sign your first customer, when you sign your first coach. Just like your life no longer becomes about you when you have kids. You don't get to choose. You don't get to decide. You now have people that are counting on you to show up. So if not for you, for your people. You have to practice what you preach. Your people will do half of what you're doing. Your team, you hit Success Club 5, you bet they're going to probably be around 2. You strive for that 10, yeah, they're going to say, oh, yeah, okay, well, I can do 5 then. If she can do that much, I can do this much. Your customers, your clients, your boot campers, they are going to do half of what you do. If you are barely showing up, you're inconsistent with your workouts, you're posting like this, you're kind of showing up someday, you're half-assing it someday, your clients are going to be the same way. They're not going to give it their all if they don't see you practicing what you preach and leading from the front, right? This is nothing new that we're hearing, right? Our number 1 vital behavior is be a product of the product. Yet some of us aren't even willing to stay consistent every day enough to see those results pan out, enough to see those results, the fruit of those results pan out. We're planting seeds. You can't plant seeds here and there, here and there. You can't water them here and there, and have a field of crops. and tend to it sometimes when you feel like it, and tend to it sometimes when you like feel super motivated and you all the things are going right and people are telling you yes, and your marriage is good and you're being really patient as a mom, and you've got great relationships going with your friends, and you just sometimes show up only when it's good. That crop will die. Your leads will die. Your business will die. You can't show up when you feel like it. You have to practice what you preach. Which leads me into number 2, this unwavering belief that you have to have. And if you don't have it, you better go find it. You have to have an unwavering conviction deep in your gut as to why you even are doing this. Because if you don't, and again, I'm going to relate it to signing up your customers. You've got to believe in yourself the way that you say you believe in people when they start your boot camp, when they start your 30-day challenge or their 21-day program or 60-day program. And you are like, yes, girls, I'm so excited for you. This is a great fit for you. You're going to be awesome. You're going to have support and you're going to have motivation. And I know you can do this. You just have to trust the process. You are pouring belief into these people. But do you feel that way about your own life? Do you feel that way about your own goals? Have you even given yourself permission to sit down and go, what do I want my life to look like? If time and money were no object, how would I be spending my time? How would I be using my finances? How would I be spending my days? Not even elaborately, but how do you want to feel every day if all of that was gone? Because it's possible, but you got to sit down and you got to find that belief deep inside of you, and you have to tie that belief to why you're doing this and what's pushing you to get up every day and clock in, because you don't have somebody over your shoulder doing it. You don't have a boss telling you, okay, time to do your invites. Okay, time to do your follow-ups. Okay, time to do your workout. That's on you. And the moment that belief and those self-limiting beliefs come swirling into your brain and into your mind and stop you dead in your tracks, what's going to ground you and focus you and allow you to move forward with intention and fire is your why. Call it what you want. Your conviction, your why, your drive. It's like when you sit with anxiety, like I do, significantly every single day for years, the one thing that I have found that grounds me and focuses me the most and kind of pulls me back in is gratitude. Here, right now, what am I grateful for? Here, right now, what can I control? Here, right now, what matters the most? What's the next right step? Here, right now, what matters to you and your business and why? Here, right now, write it down. What is going to keep you moving every single day? It might not be, like, great, so you want to stay home with your kids. Okay, well, I've done that, and I'm like, okay, now what? I feel that it has to be a little selfish. You have to get to the root of why you want to achieve the things you want to achieve. It's not selfish. It's not wrong. You're not icky for wanting success. You're not wrong for wanting to make a lot of money. What is icky is when you preach that you want to help people and you preach that you want to make an impact with this business, and then you don't show up. And then you don't have that fire going forward. And then you don't show your clients and your team what you're preaching. Because people will do what you do. They won't do what you say. you have to then track your truths. You have to know where you're at and what you're doing in your business. This is a very difficult thing for people to do, including myself. Those of us that we hate routine, we hate structure, we like to fly by the seat of our pants, our heads are in the cloud. We don't like to write stuff down and to track every single day. But your tracking reveals your trends, and your trends reveal your truth. And your truth are the actions that you're taking every day and the choices that you're making every day. So I don't want to hear, this isn't working. It's a waste of time. Nobody's joining me. Everyone's telling me no. Nobody's engaging in my social media. Nobody's new is watching my story. Nobody's responding to my stories. Nobody's engaging with my stories. My social media feels like it's, not going anywhere. I can't grow my Instagram. I can't find new people. Nobody's signing up as a coach on my team. I can't hit Success Club. Wah, wah, wah. Are you tracking what you're doing? Because it's not any of those things that don't work, because there are thousands of coaches that are doing something in their business that is making that work. We all have the same products. We all have the same company. We all have the same compensation plan. We all have 24 hours in a day. If something is not working and you're using those things as an excuse as to why your business isn't growing, what is your truth of your business? What is the truth of your actions and your choices every day? If something isn't working, change it, fix it. If it's broke, you have to fix it. If your social media isn't growing, you gotta look at your content. You gotta look at your page. You gotta look at your message. You have to look at your quality of your pictures. You have to look at, there's so many different moving parts to one part of the business. But if something isn't working, let me back up. If you're using an excuse as to why your business isn't growing, because essentially most of it is excuses. Most of it is excuses. In 7 years, I've had a lot of excuses. Number one, it probably starts with some self-limiting belief up here and in here. Number two, it's not that it's not working, because there's thousands of other coaches that have the same products, compensation plans, tools, and resources that's making it work. It's working for them. Why are some people successful and some people aren't? It comes down to knowing where your business is at, where you're flopping, what's working, what's not working. And if you're consistently on a stagnant path and you've been doing the same thing over and over and over, month after month after month, and your business isn't growing, that's insanity. You've got to change it up. You've got to reignite that fire. Because if that's happening, chances are it's reflecting in your messages. Chances are it's reflecting in your content. Chances are it's reflecting on your social media, on your platforms, your voice in your content. And nobody's going to join you. Nobody's going to join you. If your business isn't growing and your results are not changing physically, financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, why would anybody want to be a part of that? Why would anybody want to be a part of that? If you went to my Facebook page or my Instagram page and all you saw were, the same posts every day, the same style of picture every day, and it was just this, Pinterest quoted message, there's no depth, there's no fire, there's no passion, there's no urgency to what you're doing. I wouldn't want to join me if that were the case. Does your platforms, does your social media let people know that you're open for business? Do people know, like, and trust that you're open for business? Because that's why people are going to join you. They know, like, and trust you. You engage, you expand, you engage, you what's that, when you expose and then you convert. It's a process, but the number one thing that they're going to look at are your trends. The trends of your social media, the trends of your content, the trends of your storytelling, the trends of your message, the trends of your tone of voice, the trends of that light in your eyes. And if that's been stagnant for a long time, chances are people have looked somewhere else. Because it's not that they maybe don't want to join you. It's not that everyone's telling you no. They're going to find somebody else that has that. And the last thing is you have to be willing to reflect, good, bad, and ugly, and pivot if you need to. Look at what's working, look at what's not working. Be willing to self-reflect and go, okay, I may not have had the best day, week, or month, but damn it, I am willing to fight for that. There is no plan B, people. There is no plan B. If you want to be successful with this business, you can't waver. You can't say, if this doesn't work out, then that's okay because I have this. If this doesn't work out, here's my cushion. Because when that happens and you create that plan, that escape plan, you create a way out. When you say, I'll try, you have already created a way out of this business if it doesn't work out. You're not betting on yourself. You're not confident in yourself. You're not confident in what you're going to do with this business. Not what you could do, but what you will do with this business. That's a mindset flip. It's not if I do this, if I achieve this, if I hit Success Club, if I rank advance, if I grow my volume, if I grow my income. It's when that happens. Just like when we're on our fitness journey and we are working towards these results, these mental and emotional and physical results, we envision what we want to feel like, what we want to look like, how we want to act, the person that we're becoming along the way. We have that vision in our brain, in our mind. And that's what drives us every day. We know that we'll get there if we just use the products, if we just do the program. If we can keep our nutrition in check majority of the time, we know we're going to see results. There is no plan B with our health and fitness. There is no plan B. Well, if this program doesn't work out, then, I have these to fall back on. You're creating an escape plan. And when you create an escape plan, you give yourself permission to give up and make excuses and justify why this isn't working. So you have to practice what you preach. You have to pour into yourself and pour into your own business and pour into your confidence as much as you say and act with your clients and customers, as much as you pour into them. You have to hold that same mirror to yourself and you have to say, yes, girl, you can do this. No matter what, you can do this. You have to be willing to find that grit, to find that self-confidence, to, if you don't have it, fake it until you make it. Fake it and faith it until you make it, and go forward and put your shoulders back and put your chin up and go forward with confidence in your business, because you are the only one that can decide if you succeed or if you don't succeed. And the only way that you won't succeed is if you give up and quit. And don't even get me started on having to take a step back. The only thing that you feel like that you will be taking a step back from, it's not your business, it's your future. It's your life. You take a step back, you're going back to where you started before you became a coach, before you invested in your health and wellness. So worst case scenario, you go back to where you started, and you don't want to be where you started because that's why you got started. There is no taking a step back. Take a side step, pivot, reevaluate. But the moment you take a step back, you are going back in the direction that you prayed that you didn't have to be in any longer. Don't take a step back on your future, on your family, on what you deserve, on the success that you know that you will achieve, on the lives that you know you will change. You're not just taking a step back in this business. You're not just taking a break in this business. You're not just slowing down in this business. You're slowing down on the people that are needing you that you don't even know you're going to help yet. You're slowing down on your family. You're slowing down on what your family deserves. You're slowing down on the future that you're helping create for your family, that flexibility and freedom of debt and stress and worry. There is no plan B, guys. You're all in, or you're back to where you started. Okay, questions?
Oh my gosh. So fire. Like, this is why, you guys, I asked her to speak, because she's literally a fire breathing dragon. So does anyone have questions? You guys, it doesn't have to necessarily be about what she spoke about. It can literally be whatever. You guys have questions about with her. Megan, someone asked, what was number 3 again in your list?
I'll type them up.
She's going to type them up for you guys. Does anyone have questions, y'all? Jennifer, you have a question?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
So my question is, I made the mistake of stepping away from the business for a while. Now coming back to it, I've kind of went through my warm market. I don't mind reaching out to them again, but I'm just, how hard do you think it is to come back from that? As far as would you just encourage starting, being more active, more consistent?
Yeah. Back up where you left off.
I've already lost trust in me at this point, so how do I get that back?
I'm going to say something, and it's going to sound really snotty and bitchy, but I promise I don't mean it like that at all.
Totally fine.
You're not that big of a deal. And what I mean by that is, when we go MIA on social media, or we, take a step back, or, we kind of back off from posting, we think, oh my gosh, now my business is like, I have to start over, and what are people going to think? And I didn't post for 4 days or 4 months, and like, how do I start again? We're just not that big of a deal. People probably don't even know that you stopped posting. So my biggest piece of advice would be, pick back up where you left off. Make a post about it. Be open, be truthful, stand confident in your truth. Hey guys, not hey guys on social media, but I have to share this message. It's on my heart. Why did you take a step back? Why did you back off? What were some of the things you were going through? How did you overcome it? Because you're past it now. So you can now reflect on that, and you can now use that as part of your message. Pick back up where you left off. Just like I tell my customers, it doesn't matter if you ate crappy 4 days in a row, just pick back up where you left off. What is the next right step for you? Does that help?
I think that's awesome. And you guys, like, I'm going to call Elaine out on here because she's on here and I know. Elaine is my best friend. She was a coach 3 years ago, was like pretty like everyone knew she was a coach, and she quit coaching, like altogether quit coaching, and came back. She's seen success. Like, just because, if you walked away from the business, or whether you've gone MIA for 4 months or you've gone MIA for a year, like Megan said, just get back up and keep moving forward. And if you come back and you share your heart and you share your truth and you just let people know, like, you don't necessarily have to share, everything that you went through or all the major details of why you took a step back, but just say, look, I know that I or why you're coming back. Like, I know what this business has done for me in the past, and I know this was my missing piece for the last whatever, right? If you already have that limiting belief that like, oh, I took a step back and no one's gonna want to join me, or I quit the business and now I'm coming back, so like I lost that trust. You put out the vibes that you put out, and like what you think, you guys, is what's gonna come back. So if you go into your business thinking no one's gonna want to join me, like Jess said earlier, you're right. If you believe that no one's gonna want to join you, you are right. If you believe that you can't do this, you are right. Belief has been and like Megan talked about this, unwavering belief was her second point. Like, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you have the capability of helping someone. It doesn't matter if you've gone MIA for the last year, or haven't been consistent for the last year, or start over every Monday. Like, make the decision tonight. Make the decision right now that you are going to pick yourself back up and move forward, and don't allow yourself to slip back. Don't allow yourself to go back into that habit of starting over every Monday. Okay? So hopefully that helps. Does anyone else have questions for Megan, you guys? This is your chance to ask all the questions.
Jess, can I add to that for like 2 seconds? Because I
Yes,
want
of
to
course you
respect
can.
Megan's time. I just wanted to say too, like, as much as Megan just said, like, you know, and I know she meant it in a good way, but you're not that big of a deal. Either is like the pride involved of worrying so much about what other people are going to think. Okay. So like, your job isn't to prove something to somebody. Your job isn't to like show up and be like, oh, I hope they all believe me. No. That's on them. What you are to do is to inspire and influence and motivate. Okay. So the way that you do that too is by following through now. Okay. So it may take a little bit of time to build that trust, but you are going to build that with every workout, with every time you show up, with everything that you're doing. And again, it's really not for them in like this pride fashion. Like, yes, you want to help them, but it's not about the pride involved there. It's about being the best that you are now so that you can inspire them for what they can be as well. Does that make sense, you guys? Cool. Okay, go ahead.
Megan, someone asked, how do you share about the coaching opportunity? Like, share more about the business, not just the health and fitness side.
How often, or how do I?
I think how you personally do it. I think, because I know Allie, and I think that's what she's asking, is how often do you share and post about the coaching opportunity?
I try to do it like a few times a week at least, or plug it somehow. A call to action I will do, depending on if I have some type of event going on, or sneak peek or whatever. I'll do a call to action maybe once or twice, hard call to action. And I'll do a lot in my stories too. I try to, now, not just now, but recently I've been trying to talk about the business or some aspect of coaching every single day in my stories. I won't do a call to action every single time, but I want to feed people that information, and I want to address it any way I can and every opportunity I can, because I don't feel like there's too much marketing, if you will. I don't feel like you can I don't feel like you can share about it too much. You know, I was referring to this, and Jess knows this, but what I'm referring to is, if there is a business that opens in my town, and I know that they're open, but like, I want to see it. If I were to open my own business in town, I would mass market it everywhere I could, because people, yeah, they might see it over and over and over, or hear it over and over and over. But hello, what you repeatedly see and hear, I want to be their go-to when they are ready. I want to be the person they think of when they are ready. I want to be the person that shows up everywhere I can in their world, because I will be then stuck in their mind when they're like, like, it's, I need to lose like 10 pounds. I need help. Okay. Who am I going to, because she's like Nazi talker. I'm going to join her, or I'm going to reach out to her, or I'm going to see something of hers and I'm going to grab onto the opportunity, or I'm going to, you know, that call to action, you have to tell people what to do. Message me, slide up. I don't have the slide up or whatever it is. You know, you have to tell them what to do, but I want to be in people's brains constantly and in their mind constantly. And I just don't think you can over deliver on your message. Yes, I feel like you can over deliver on like blasting products, but as far as handling objections and talking about different aspects of the business, I mean, Google top MLM myths and use those for some of your content. What is everybody thinking about this type of business or this type of industry or network marketing? And what are some of the reasons that people aren't getting started or aren't joining? And use that as some of your content. Use some of your coaches' stories, maybe somebody who's struggling, or maybe somebody who's having difficulty and consistency and committing or whatever. Use that stuff for your content to address in your stories. And I mean, I would share the business. I don't think you can share it too much. I mean, it depends on how you do it too. You don't just want to be constantly blasting and inviting and like calling to action, doing call to actions. But I do feel like you could weave it in every day in some way, shape, or form. But I try to do about 3 times a week, and I'm probably going to up that to probably about 4 times a week. Sorry, I don't know if that even answered your question.
I think it did. I don't know, Allison, if there's anything else you want her to like kind of go off of. But to you guys, what you talk about is what you're gonna attract, right? Me and Megan have kind of realized, like, in the first 2 years of our business, because she's super passionate about fitness, so am I. Like, I joined for the health and fitness side, and so, you know, I easily can talk about my boot camps. I easily can talk about my health and fitness journey because that's why I joined, right? The business, it isn't as easy. And so, you know, if all you're talking about is your boot camps, like, that's all people are going to want to join you. And then you're going to get mad that that you don't have a team, or that you don't have a team of working coaches, right? Like, you could have a discount team with all discount people who have joined for the fitness. And I'm not saying that if you join for the fitness that you can't want to build a business, AKA me, Megan, like Jess, same thing. You know, we joined this to lose weight, yes, but not every person that joins your team to be a discount coach is going to want to turn into anything bigger, right? Especially if you don't talk about the business. So highly encourage you guys to talk about the business every day. And I think a lot of times we convince ourselves that we can't because we haven't seen success yet. But you guys, if you've made $50, that's success. If you made $1, that's success, you guys. If you've helped one person, that's a win. Like, it doesn't have to be you sitting on a beach eating bonbons in your private jet. Like, no, that's not realistic to most people. And most people don't even want that kind of lifestyle. So, like, you just have to show people that this business has changed your life in some way, shape, or form, right? But it has to be talked about every day, and it has to be shared. And if you don't talk about it, no one's going to know that they can join you, right? Someone asked, what does your day look like? What are your best tips for managing 3 kids and work? That's a good question.
Okay. That is a good question. If you have the answer, I'd love to know. So my day, well, first of all, you're not wrong to want to put your kids in daycare, even if you work from home full time. Okay, I'll just say that right now. Secondly, you have to give yourself permission to not be perfect. And you do have to allow yourself a lot of grace, because I think that can become very it can become a double-edged sword when you feel like you have to be, 100% present for your kids and 100% present for your business. And if you get behind, like there's so many things, and then you feel like you're a failure, and you feel like, you're not giving your kids the attention that they need. And there has to be some type of balance, yes, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And for me, I have found, and it depends on how old they are, it depends on what their schedule is, it depends on, your husband's schedule, all of that kind of plays into the day. But for me, my kids, I put them in daycare at a certain point when they were home. They were all home until they were 2. So I have a 2-year-old, almost 4-year-old, and an almost 6-year-old. And my 2-year-old just started going. And she goes a few days a week in the morning when her brothers are off from their preschool. So I put my 3-year-old in preschool when he was 3 years old to get him out of the house a little bit. At that age, they're clingy, they're just like busy and they need to be hands-on and working and playing with kids and stuff like that. And I was, in order to scale my business and in order to get the other things done, like when your business is growing, you need more time. And that's just what it is. Yes, you can build this business on 1 hour a day when you start, but at some point it's going to require more. And when that some point comes, you really have to look at what makes the most sense and what am I going to see the most return on. For me, I had to have my kids out of the house in the morning because they all do naps in the afternoon. And as you know, if you're a mom, you can't rely on nap time worth a crap because some days none of them do. And then it's like 4 o'clock and everyone's up and you have to think about supper and you're like half in the business, half in your business, half, being a mom, and then your husband gets home and then you're a freaking train wreck and you want to rip your arm off and beat yourself with it. Here's my biggest tip. When you are working your business, work your business. Be all in as a business owner. When you are momming, be all in as a mom. 100% focused and devoted. If you need to put your phone on airplane mode, fine. But be all in. You would never bring your kids to work every single day if you owned a brick and mortar. You'd never bring your kids to work anyway every single day, right? Like at your full-time job. You need to treat this as an investment because it is an investment. It is a business investment and it has the potential to pay you a very significant income. But if you don't treat it like that, it's never going to amount to that. Separate them. Don't try to do it all. Start with small pockets, small pockets of time. If you have 10 minutes, use those 10 minutes, get off of your social media, get in your inbox. Be very smart with your activities, and is your activities those income producing activities? Is it worth your time to be doing what you're doing? Or are you just being busy? But when you're a business owner, you're business owner. When you're mom, you're mom. For me, it's early morning, workout on a perfect day. It's early morning. I hate getting up early, but I have to, and I feel so good when I'm done and accomplished with my morning routine. I do a little bit at that time. Then the kids are up, breakfast, and then they are off to either preschool or daycare. And then it's another chunk of work time. Then they're home and we do all of the lunch and the things and the nap. And then if I can get some nap time work, I work then. And then anytime I have scheduled calls at night or whatever. But otherwise, I try to keep my evenings open as much as I can. But I will maybe do, if there's a deadline or something I'm working on, I will do a little bit at night. But because my business is bigger, I have more time that is required in what I'm doing. Okay. Delegate where you can. You might not always be able to afford it, but is it a smart investment? And are you using it as that to pay you back like one? I don't know if that helps. That was a long spiel.
Does anyone else have any questions for Megan? Anyone else? Everyone's saying thank you, so helpful. All right, well, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much, Megan. Seriously, everyone's saying it was amazing. Lots of gut checks. which is amazing. So we really do appreciate you guys. Go shout out Megan. Take a picture of this call. Tag her. It's Megan Witt, right? On your Instagram?
At Megan Wight. Yep.
Yeah. At Megan Wight. Go tag it. Go shout her out. Go show her some love. You guys, she was amazing. So thank you so much, Megan. We really
Thank you, Megan.
You are welcome, guys. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. See you guys
Yes.
next
Good night,
Monday.
guys.